Welcome to another Joomla tutorial by Quiet Waters Computer Services. In this tutorial we're going to talk about the menu and how to make menu items, and it's really two parts. Part of it is a module and the other part of it is a menu item. Think of the menu item as an alias of a module. So what we need to do here, whoops, let me stop that. Let's log back in. What we need to first do is under the menus, now I went ahead and clicked on Manage, and you can see that we have three menus. Now we'll go to the front of the site and I'll tell you that this is one of the menus. Another one appears when you are the author or the site administrator or a member that logs on. It appears right below it. And then there's also one that appears down here in the footer where it says Author Login. And you can put a lot more content down in there. They just basically put one link. So we have three menus here. Whoops, we have three menus here. We want to add another menu. So we hit New. And let's call this Right Menu, because we're going to try to put it on the right-hand side. And just repeat that in all three, and then save and close. Now we should have the menu alias, and I'm going to keep using the word alias so that you don't think that when you create a menu that there's just a magical menu that appears. There's not. The only thing that's there is this structure that was just created, and you can add items to it, but it's not going to do anything because that takes a module. So if you go to Extensions, Modules, you'll see all of your modules here, and if you click on Search Tools and select Type and you choose Menu, we'll only see the menu items. And you'll notice that we have those same three that we have here, minus the right menu. So what we need to do is under modules here, we need to create a new module or a new menu module. And if we go down alphabetically, there's menu. And then once that pops up, we want to go ahead and name it. So we'll call it Right Menu again. And the menu alias we want it to point from is the right menu. So now this right menu that we created under Menu Manager, which gave us this, is now tied to this right menu module that we created that is actually a menu module. So we chose right menu. Over here on the right, I never show the title, but for this tutorial we'll leave the title there and we'll put the word test behind it so that we can clearly see that. And the position. Now, one of the things about Joomla is that Joomla has many module positions, and those module positions can range in position. So here we have the typical module positions. Now keep in mind that left and right position, left is actually over here on the side and right is actually over here. And then your content, breadcrumbs, all of this information is usually in the center. So you'll notice that they use words like header, user, banner, top, left, right. They also use positions and numbers. So if we look here, we can see all of the position numbers for everything. Well, we're going to go ahead and close that, and we're going to go ahead and tell this to go to position 7. Why do I say position 7? Well, if we go back over to modules, where we can see all the modules, we'll see that position 7 is archive articles, most recent, and syndicate, and a login form, which has been turned off. We're going to turn that on so we can see that too. So position 7 is what we're looking for in this stock template. So on the home page, here's older posts, red posts, my blog. Let's refresh it and see if we get a logon on the right hand side. And there it is. So position 7 is where we want that menu to go. So we're going to go back here to the right menu test module that we created, and we're going to put position -7 in there, and it's published. We're showing the title, right menu, Don't need to change any of that. Now menu assignment. Now we can tell this to only appear on pages that we select, or for this tutorial we're just going to say on all pages. Don't need to worry about module position or advanced, but if you make a special template that or theme that the button menu system that you have on the left, right, or top of the website requires a special command, that command is normally a module class suffix, and programs like Artisteer use commands like art-v menu. You put that in there and it goes from text to be in the beautiful little button rollover system that you created in Artisteer. So we've done the association with the alias. We're showing the title, position 7. It's published. It's going to appear on all pages. So we're just going to trust that I did it right and hit save and close. Now, the next thing we need to do is we need to go to the actual menu. The actual menu that we created up here under menu, it's called Right Menu. And when we go to this, you'll notice that there's nothing in it at all. So we're going to attach a couple things. We'll do two things, one article and one external link. So we'll go New, and then we'll give it a name and we'll call it Article 1 Test. And we'll select the type, which is going to be an article. And it's going to be a single article. And you can do categories, featured, but we'll do single article. And then once that comes up, then you'll have to choose the actual article. So we're going to select the article, and we're just going to randomly choose one working on your site. Okay, so now we've got that internal link going. Over here on the right, if we wanted it to be a sub, we would choose it, but there's nothing in here. The minute we save this, this article will appear in here, and you could actually make this like the home button and then make another one, call it about, and then put it under the parent item home, and then it'll be a sub. So once that's done, go to your options, and I don't like showing the title. I usually turn off the first 4 or 5. Now you can do a lot of this globally in the content management area, and that's another tutorial. So for right now, we're just going to turn them off here. And then page display, we're going to call this New Right Side Buttons. That's going to display up here where it says Quiet Waters Tutorial Website. All right, I don't need to worry about metadata, but if you want to put metadata keywords in there, you can. Don't have to worry about the module assignment. So it's pretty much all set up for our first item. So I'm going to hit Save and New, because the second one we're going to do is an external link. And we're going to put external link. And we're going to select the type, and that's going to be a system link. And there's external URL, which is what I want. I'll plug that in there, the URL. Let's see. Let's do Imager, one of my favorite sites. And then target window. We can open this in a new window with or without navigation. I prefer with. I don't know why you'd want to give it to them without unless it's like a pop-up. And then the link type, don't worry about it. The module assignment, don't worry about it, because this is just an external link opening up in a new window. It's been published. It appears in the right menu, and there is no parent item. But see how there's Article 1? That's what I was telling you. If I clicked on that, it would make external link a sub-menu item of Article 1. So we're just going to leave it on the root and just hit Save and Close. And we should be in our new right side menu seeing the two things that we created, the Article 1 test and the external link. So now let's go see if they worked. So we're just going to refresh the site and see what comes up. And there it is, right menu test. And we've got Article 1, and that should open up that article. I'm not authorized to view it, obviously. And then external link, it opened a new tab, and it's bringing us the Imager website. So both of those worked really well. So that's how you make a menu, is you have to first make the menu in the manager area here, add a new menu, and once you've made the menu, then you jump over to extensions and down to modules, and you create a new module, and the new module you create will be a menu module. right there. And once you've created that menu module, remember you have to point it to the menu alias here. Got to give it a name, tell it where you want it to appear, show or hide the title, pick a position, make sure it's published, and then just hit save and close. And that module will be associated with that alias, and you'll have it here so that you can start adding new menu items to it. So that's pretty much it in a nutshell. I do want to show you the one thing about turning names and stuff off on articles, repetitive names. If you go to the Content Manager and you just go to Articles, on the right hand side here there's an Options button. And if you click that Options button, you get different types of layouts, different types of editing, categories, you know, show title. This is all global stuff for all articles, categories. So no matter what article comes up on the front of the website here, it will never have a double heading like welcome to your blog twice. And that happens quite a bit, and you can always hide that. And I don't link titles, but if you want to, go ahead. I don't show intro text. I don't show categories. If you turn all of this stuff off here, it's doing it globally for all articles. Okay? Keep that in mind. And then categories, how do you want it to lay out? You know, how many columns lead in articles and stuff. But I just wanted to show you how you could hide the name of those articles that you create when you're building menus in Joomla. So that's it for the tutorial. So stick around for the next tutorial, which will be about content. I'll be talking about the article manager, categories, featured articles, and media.